Hi angels, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you 5 ways to prepare for back to school and the new school year. So if you're new here, welcome to my channel. This is my second video in my back to school series, which I run all the way through August to the first 2 weeks of September to help you guys get ready for school. So make sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss another one of my videos. And let's just get straight on into the 5 ways to get prepared for. So first you're going to want to go through Canvas and your syllabus. So Canvas is what my personal school uses, but a lot of schools use different programs. Canvas is just where they're going to post all of your assignments, all of the due dates, everything, unless your professor is not as tech savvy. And then you want to go through that syllabus whenever they do post it, because I know some professors post it at different times, which can get annoying. But you want to go through the syllabus specifically, print it out if you can, highlight all the due dates, exam dates, everything, because that's going to be your guideline for the class, as well as the rules for the class. So if you miss a couple of days, that's going to be the guideline. Another thing that I would put under this category is to also look at the bookstore and see what books you need, but I personally wouldn't get them until the first or second day of classes, because sometimes your professors don't actually use the textbook. So keep that in mind when you are getting your textbooks, but definitely look over your Canvas page, customize it, make it look cute, make it look kind of motivating for you so that you actually want to get that work done, get the assignments in. And again, print out that syllabus, because it's good for reference in the future. If something ever happens in your class and you're confused about something, you can always refer back to the syllabus, because the professor literally puts everything in there that they need to, most likely. So next up is to organize your planner and your laptop, no matter if you're going to middle school, high school, or obviously university. Everything I feel like now is tech related, so you need to organize your tech life in general. So here is my X Styles. If you don't know what it is, I've done a whole video on it. It's a more beginner friendly version of Notion. So if you love Notion, or you've seen videos of people trying to use it, I will link that in the but I essentially like this one better because it's just easier to manage, easier to go through. So what I'm doing is I'm going through and changing all of my classes, changing my dashboard, changing everything to match up with my classes, color coordinating everything. I'm also putting it in my Google Calendar, not planner. I personally don't like a physical planner. I just think that I don't know why I don't use it. For planners and calendars and stuff, I use digital ones, but notes need to be handwritten. Everything else needs to be by hand except my planner. So figure out what works best for you, if it's an online digital planner or if it's a physical one, get a cute physical one so that you are motivated to actually write in it, color coordinate. You can do that online and obviously on paper. It just makes it easier to figure out what assignments to do, and then that makes it easier for you to prioritize what assignments you need to do first based off of due dates and things like that. So I'm putting each one of my classes in the blocks, and also later on you'll see me creating my study plan, which I also use my Google Calendar. But here's how it looks with all of my classes in it, and honestly I think it looks really cute. But definitely organize your planner and your laptop. You will definitely need a laptop for university and high school as well. Nowadays everything is around that. Next is create a study plan and a study area. So as I mentioned earlier, this is my class schedule. So around my class schedule, I am making a study schedule. I am putting it so that I will study for each class the same day. I think that works best for me. I retain more information that way, but you can do it just any way that you see fit. Personally, I think that it works better if you study whatever you learned that same day. So I put some morning study sessions and some afternoon ones, and then I also kept in mind I do have a part-time job, so if I'm going to have a shift that day, I'm probably not going to be able to study as much as I would want to. So also keep that in mind. I also said a study area because let's say your room, you don't really have a desk, but you have like a dining table, you can do your work at a dining table. But my dining table is like, my parents are always around and stuff, so I feel like I would get so distracted and I wouldn't get my work done. So I'm glad I have a desk that I can just do my work. But obviously, if you don't have one, then gotta make the most of it. Next is gather your school supplies. This is my favorite one because I love looking for school supplies before I buy any. That is the key thing right here. Save money when you're going to school, because going to school is like a full-time job, and if you don't have time to work, then you're not going to have money to buy all the things that you need and want. So save money on school supplies, buy some inexpensive stuff the first time around. Also think about the fact that you can go back to the store and buy things that you need, so you don't necessarily have to buy all the things that you originally needed or thought that you needed or wanted, honestly. I'm going over like old backpacks looking for school supplies. This is the best thing, because if you have pens and pencils and markers and things that work still, like going into school, like why are you buying new stuff? Okay, you're trying to save money, you're trying to be smart, financially responsible. Remember that. One of the things that I realized that I definitely need is I'm going into university, I'm going to college now, but if you're in high school, this is something that you could honestly get too: expo markers. I don't know why we underestimate the need of expo markers. I'm setting up my calendar here so that I can set up my efficient study area as well. But expo markers are such a big need because we're always using dry erase boards, and you always need your own little marker. And I know teachers are always complaining about not having enough markers, so if you get your own, you're just saving time. And if you're in university and you're doing a study group, it's handy to have one, just because you're gonna be the one who's elite and has their stuff together. So I'm just making my calendar, and I figured out that I had actually a lot of school supplies. I still went a little crazy. If you didn't watch my back to school haul, I will link it in the eye as well. But yeah, I bought a lot of stuff, and I realized that I had more than I needed. So next semester, I think that I'm chilling with the school supplies, as long as I get like new notebooks. I'm also setting up my whiteboard. Turns out I'm not going to use it like a calendar, because I like it for just regular stuff. Okay, last one. Prepare and physically and mentally. Physically, clean your room, get that study space planned out, get your study plan physically printed out too, would be smart. Also remember to give yourself some time, some breather. You're going back to school, you also need to plan out your breaks. That's something that I personally never did, but now I'm realizing that you need breaks in your life, and you need them to succeed in life, honestly, because we get overwhelmed, stressed, overstimulated. Like, you need those breaks. So create that. I say it every single year: a clean space is a clean mind, a cluttered space is a cluttered mind. That's what happens with me personally. So I don't know, if you're not like that, then cool, good for you, but I am not like that. I definitely need a clean space to actually be able to feel motivated to work. So one last thing that people underestimate is the fact that you need to prepare yourself mentally as well. So make sure that you're like having a self-care routine, you're having a day where you take care of yourself, because if you're not mentally prepared, your schoolwork is not going to get done. Because even if you're physically there, if you're mentally checked out, your work is just not going to get done. Also reward yourself, because be happy that you started a new year, you finished that last one, and now you're starting a new one. So that is everything for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you learned something new, some new advice. My overall tip is to start all this before the school starts, and start early, so that you're not stressed and you have time to do whatever you feel like you need to do. So thank you so much for watching this video. It was my second video of my back to school series, and I love back to school season. So make sure you guys subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss another one of my videos, and you'll instantly be part of the Angels team. And once you hit the bell, YouTube should notify you every time I post a video. And my back to school series is all the way through August to the first 2 weeks of September. There we go. So thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for next Sunday's video, because I promise you guys it will be an amazing one. Bye, guys.